Good morning, gamers. Welcome to the Smokehouse. It's me, your host, the Final Gamer. How is everyone doing? We all good? We all good? We all survived the week and also the year, because this is the end of year stream. Gamers Unite, absolutely. Purple hair. It looks kind of purple in this light. It's mainly like silver. I got it cut today for one very simple reason, and that is the Final Gamer Award show, which, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody else, you're all so welcome to on this most beautiful of Fridays. Silver plus purple looks excellent. I don't hate it. I'm liking how it feels. I'm liking how it feels. John, I'm glad you put the Garfields back on the shelf. I didn't put the Garfields back on the shelf. So yeah, we're here to celebrate some games, and yeah, I've got a bunch of categories we're going to go through, and even some announcements today, which I'm very excited about personally. But first off, I was thinking maybe we just catch up a little bit, me and you, stream. So my week's been all right. It's been a lot of work and a lot of stressing about getting work done, but now the work is nearly done. After this stream, I will open up Adobe Premiere again and continue making tiny, minuscule decisions that couldn't possibly matter, that none of you will ever notice, and even if you did, wouldn't care about, and I will agonize over them till the AM. Mr. Eyepatch Wolf, my wife and I caught up on The Curse yesterday. Do you have any thoughts on this show? Cherry Tomato Boys is... that show's a nightmare. I feel like I'm dying watching that show. There is a scene in that show where Nathan Fielder and Emma Stone they try and record a fun little social media bit, and I'm really not lying when I say this. It goes on for about 8 minutes, and about 2 minutes in, I felt like I was actually dying. I wanted to stop watching so bad because it was one of the most horrible things I've ever watched. That show is excellent. I love it. It's great. It's really good. So chat, I think I showed you this. Oh god. I think I showed you this Rei Ayanami figure from earlier in the year. It's quite expensive, but I wanted it, and I was like, fuck it, okay. Well, we also have another Rei Ayanami figure here. It's a little Nendroid. It's pretty good. We also have another Rei Ayanami figure here. It's also very good. So that's all my Rei Ayanami figures except this one, which is this is also her. So I guess if you were planning on subscribing to this stream or donating to my Patreon, just don't, because clearly I don't know what I'm doing, and I am making bad decisions. What does your wife think? This is what my wife thinks. My wife bought me this one and this one. That's what she thinks. She, look, this has come up on stream a couple of times, and what I would say is that, like, if you're with someone and they don't support your weird habits, don't fucking be with them. You know? Like, listen, I like Ray. I liked Ray since I was younger than Ray, which makes everything okay. June, I don't know what you mean. It's an excellent use of money. Look, Michelle buys me Rei Ayanami figures I go to her to Westlife concerts. It works out fucking beautifully. Only be with people who are going to be like, I see you like this weird fucking thing, and while I'm not all the way there, I I support you in it. Michelle is actually kind of into wrestling now, but for a long time she wasn't. She's watched like 11 WrestleManias. Okay, that is a part of why we work and are a great marriage. The woman might be a saint. Michelle is also a saint. Like, I promise you, being married to me definitely comes with a lot of challenges, and it she's a patient woman. We'll leave it at that. I think people expect the boomer relationship standard where two parties are annoyed and fucking hate each other. Um, yeah, I think that was like the kind of that was how relationships were kind of perceived a long time in entertainment. Like, if you were with anyone for longer than like a year, it was like, oh, this fucking person. Me and Michelle have been together 18 years. 18 years. And like, I guess the most simple way I could put it is that, like, I still get excited when I hear her key in the door. You know, like, I still get pumped when she comes home and we get to hang out, you know? So, I don't know. I think relationships are hard, and I think you should only be with a long term relationship if that person makes your life, like, unquestioningly better. Um, Michelle does for me. If she didn't, fucking kick her ass to the curb, okay? Just be out of here. But no, she's great, and I really really like being with her, and it's been cool. So yeah, relationships, not always bad, but like, look, that's not to say like me and Michelle haven't been through our shit as well. You know, like, there's if you're together with someone for multiple years, there's always going to be times when, like, you aren't on the same page, or like one of you has fucking shit going on in your personal life, and you're not being a good partner, and you're not like there for your partner the way they need, or they're not there for you the way you need, and all this kind of stuff. So like, it just becomes a question of like, are things likely to get better, and are you okay with them not being better till that happens? I don't know how this game of the year this game of the year stream devolved so quickly into relationship advice. Um, okay, Bleach update. I have been watching Thousand Year Blood War. I think I am. I think I have one episode left, and it's fun. It's good. I stand by every criticism I have ever made about Bleach. Well, like, not the ones that were factually wrong and down to numbers and stuff, but yeah, I think Bleach is incredibly fun when Ichigo is not on screen. I think the fights are often nonsense, even though some of them are fucking amazing. And I think this is a great adaptation. I think it's really, really good. I think it looks beautiful. I was hoping for it to hit the standards of the Yuhaba, Captain, always forget his name, Captain Genryu, I can't remember. That fight, like, I was hoping for something on that level again, and it hasn't come. But yeah, it's fun. It's very very fun. I was right 8 years later. So there are diehard Bleach fans who really think that I am like Eisening this whole situation, and that I actually am going to make a Bleach 8 years later video. There is nothing that interests me less. John, please talk about Gunbuster. If you would like me to talk about Gunbuster, you can subscribe to my $1 Patreon and read my review of it. Did I love it? Did I hate it? I loved it. It was brilliant. Gunbuster is incredible. Bad. Didn't watch it. Never seen. Look, if you didn't watch it, then you don't have an opinion on it. You don't need to say that. Okay, chat. Let me sort some things here. I used Google Sheets for the first time today because I wanted to Google Slide in Google. It took like 4 hours to get my hair did in the hairdressers, and I spent a lot of it creating a game of the year slideshow. I don't know how to use Google Slides, so some of this Some of this might not be as tight as I would like, but you know what? We're just gonna roll with it, okay? So, the way today is gonna work is that we're gonna start going through the awards, and then at the end of it, we are going to put this year's awards into my top 100 games list of all time, the most sacred video game list on the planet. But first, there's something else we gotta cover. A very important matter. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pride I have an announcement to make. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Eyepatch Wolves Arc 2 Attack on Angel City available now. It is live online. You can go there and you can buy a bunch of shit. The Clussy begins. Okay, look, okay, so the clown you just saw, let's get her up on screen real quick. I have some things to talk about here. Okay, look. So this is our character Kimberly Angel. The way I described this sweater or this long sleeve tee in tomorrow's video is that if you need a piece of clothing that says to people, I'm a fucking train wreck and that's awesome, this is for you. Kimberly Angel predates the Clussy movement by about 3 months, okay? We came up with this character, that's myself and Brobex, and then about 3 months later, the Phoenix Wright Clussy woman started appearing everywhere, and I messaged Rebecca, and I was like, we're gonna fucking rake it in, and here we are, a year and a half later. Is this art available as just like JPEG somewhere? I think you can... I don't know. Check with the artist. This is by an artist called Jonathan Griffin. And I think it's up to him. His is linked in the description for this item. To paraphrase Jim Ross, what the fuck is Clussy? That's what they need. An evil, sexy clown wrestler. But yeah, this is the... So Kimberly Angel's been in it since the first run. If you look at the first run, you can see her shit in the background. She was in the sticker set in run 1.5, and now here she is, has her own fucking t-shirt in run 3, arc 2, and I'm so pumped about it. I also just super quick want to highlight, whoops. So this is our 0 day hoodie, and I fucking love this thing so much. It has like text up and down the sleeve, and it looks really sick. The like portrait is on the back. You can see we have 0 here. We got Kimberly Angel again here. We have David Tomorrow here, and we have a lot of people's favorite new character, from what I understand, Damage. That is the woman you saw in the trailer. I love her. She is great. All this shit's available at eyepatchwolves.com. What I would say is that I think the things that are most likely to sell out are the t-shirts, long sleeves. These have all been available to patrons since yesterday. Long sleeves tees is selling really well as well, so that might. But I would say particularly with the t-shirts, we have a premium supplier of them called Cotton Heritage, who are like a fucking awesome t-shirt manufacturer. They do these like really thick, luxurious, lovely t-shirts. They don't do huge quantities, so at some point we will have to switch over to a different supplier. And they're still a very good supplier, but they're not as nice as Cotton Heritage. So what I would say, if you do want the premium t-shirt, I would get it before the video goes out tomorrow, because then shit is going to sell out. You will know it's the premium t-shirt because I will list it in the description of the item if it isn't. And I'll probably knock off a couple of bucks as well if we switch to the backup supplier. Because while those t-shirts are like still really nice, they're not as nice as the premium one. Just my tip to you, my beautiful finalists, and I really appreciate all your support on these streams. Okay, all that said, it's time to hand out some motherfucking awards. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Final Gamer Awards. Now, I know there are other gaming award shows, and I don't want to be dismissive of other people's efforts here, but what we are about to witness is going to make everything else you've ever seen look like fucking dog shit. Okay? Jeff Keighley, I want someone to check that he's okay after these awards. Okay? Can we get a wellness check on Jeff Keighley? Because this is like his worst nightmare. Please wrap it up. Please wrap it up. This basically invalidates that man's entire existence, and I'm sorry, Jeff, but this is just reality. Like, if you want to play in these fields, this is what it is. Okay, and so without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Final Gamer Awards. Our first category: Moments of the Year. Number 1, Asterion accidentally kills you, Baldur's Gate 3. Okay, so I want to explain this a little. What I love about this moment, if people haven't heard, like, I haven't told this, if I haven't told the story on stream before, when I started playing Baldur's Gate 3, Asterion asked to drink my blood, and I'm not a fucking weirdo, so I obliged, and he murdered me by accident because I failed a bunch of checks. And my then protagonist switched over to Shadowheart, and I luckily had a resurrection scroll, went back to where Asterion killed me, revived my original protagonist, and then I took back control of them, talked to Asterion, and the dialogue acknowledged all that had happened. Asterion was like, oh fuck, you're alive, you know, and that was the moment for me when I was like, okay, Baldur's Gate 3 is actually something like super special. Baldur's Gate 3 fucking rules. And this moment captured all that for me. Our second nominee, Manon's level 3 in Street Fighter 6. I think I just gotta pull up a video of this thing. I think we just gotta watch it. Give me one sec, chat. Okay, chat. So, Manon's normal level 3 is incredible. This one is maybe one of the best super combos of all time. Let's just bathe in its glory together. Absolutely sensational. Just art. Just pure fighting game art. And I love it. Our next nominee, Mario Wonder, The Piranha Plants Sing. I have kind of mixed feelings about Mario Wonder. I'm going to give it more of a shot over the holidays, but this moment was fucking exceptional. You get a Wonder Seed, and a bunch of piranha plants start fucking just singing in unison, and it's beautiful and weird and incredible and just really fulfills the potential of this game in a way that I hope other shit does as well. But yeah, really, really enjoyed this. Our next nominee is Slay the Princess, The Nightmare. Slay the Princess is a game of a lot of weird shit and a lot of strange things can happen. I don't want to go too into it, but I think when we encountered the nightmare on stream was when I thought that this game rules. This is my shit and I love this game. Sharf514, thank you for the subscription. Simp. I think that might have been intended for a different streamer. I don't know what I'm not sure how that references to me. Not Prisoner. I don't even know what Prisoner is, dude. So this is the fucking crazy thing about Slay the Princess, right? I thought that we had seen like most of the routes. You know, I thought that was my first run. That was my very first run. I thought we had seen most of the routes, and then I looked up the wiki, and the amount of shit we never saw. It's insane. Like, so much work went into that game. Not the Fighter Princess. I mean, the Fighter Princess was great, but that's a me thing, and genuinely, I think this run was more interesting. Our next nominee is Void Stranger, a mechanical spoiler. Okay. I'm guessing there's a couple of you who have no idea what Void Stranger is. Void Stranger is a really interesting block pushing tile game. It's really weird. And it's also a game that there's a point in it where you realize that you can do something and it completely fucks with your perception of what mechanically this game is. And it is really, really cool. But to talk about it would be me telling you it as opposed to you kind of stumbling in it like you're meant to. And I genuinely do not want to rob that moment of chat. Like, I could tell you that it's a thing and you'd be like, oh, okay, I see. But you wouldn't have that like, wait, what the fuck? I could have done this the whole time? And it's really, really cool. This is a hardcore block pushing game, which honestly are games I don't really like very much. But I like this, and I'm not finished it yet. And I think I have actually a lot of those gameplay experiences ahead of me. Okay, great. No limit quest here. Go in blind with an open mind and enjoy. That is 100% what I would do with this game. The next nominee is Needles the Clown First Encounter Fear and Hunger 2. Fear and Hunger 2 came out, I think it was last December. We are counting it for this year because games that come out in December never get proper Game of the Year consideration in anything. And this is this is a game. This is a game. Fear and Hunger 2, officially a game. You can take that quote, you can send it to Happy Pictures, Crooked Pictures, Happy Pictures. I think it's Happy Pictures. Getting capped. That was fucking hilarious. So yeah, I think I have like mechanical issues with Needles the Clown in that I wish he was in gameplay wise a bit harder. Apparently the guy who makes Fear and Hunger didn't want to recreate the Crow Mauler. He wanted Needles to be his own thing, and I think that's fair. I just think he lacks a bit of impact the way he is. But the first time you encounter Needles the Clown, and there's a bunch of ways you can encounter him. Specifically, I am talking about when you go up the alley and then come back down the alley and you see him waiting for you and there's no way to go and it's so scary. It's fucking brilliant. I love Needles the Clown. I think he's a great villain and one of the best moments in this game. Now that might be our last nominee. Unless... No, your first machine that actually works. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, ladies and gentlemen. I fucking love Tears of the Kingdom. I think it's an incredible video game. I'm one of those people who is like, well, Breath of the Wild is, some might say it lays out a compelling groundwork for gameplay, and then fails to execute on that groundwork. That's me talking about Breath of the Wild, okay? I know what I fucking am. I get it. Tears of the Kingdom rules. Tears of the Kingdom is all the potential of Breath of the Wild delivered upon. If you don't like the building mechanic shit in it, I get it, but I usually don't like that stuff in games. I love it in this game. I love making something and it actually works. It's such, well, you kind of sound like Eyepatch Wolf just now. Shut the fuck up, the Canna Brava. That is highly insensitive. But yeah, this game is incredible, and when you can actually, I think the first time this, like, everyone's first real part of this is getting across that broken minecart line in like the tutorial area and just figuring that out. It's such a fucking great feeling, and this game just kept delivering and delivering on that shit for me, and I loved it. I thought Tears of the Kingdom, fucking excellent game. Your first machine that actually works. Our next nominee, your first machine that makes you eat shit and die, Legends of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, look, what can I say? This is, this created a whole fucking subgenre of internet video for a while there, right? Like, that, like, people are saying good bit. I genuinely not a bit. I don't think I've ever laughed so hard by myself playing a video game than the fucking carnage that comes out of this game. And I think it's really special. It's an incredible video game, and I think I genuinely, one of my favorite parts of the year is just eating shit in this game. And it's incredible. The in-between with Mr. Door, Alan Wake 2. So, this was the moment for me where Alan Wake 2 started to make sense. I have not played a great... I've played like maybe 4 or 5 hours of Alan Wake 2. I'm liking it. It's cool. I don't always love the fucking dream logic puzzles of like, oh, turn this on, turn this off, then this is blah, 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 blah. I find that shit kind of repetitive, but when this game like gets off its ass and does something, it does something fucking cool. And the in-between with Mr. Door, which is like basically in-game, you walk up to a TV screen, you hold X, and then a live action version of what you are watching begins playing, and it's this whole like fake talk show, and it's really surreal and meta, and he's like, well, maybe, you know, we're all part of your invention right now, you know, and it's awesome. It's really, really good. I am looking forward to playing more of this. I hope that I end up liking it as much as I hope I end up liking it as much as I like this bit, because sometimes the gameplay leaves me kind of a little bored and a little lost, and that's kind of on me because I have such a shit sense of direction, but I've been having a good time with it. Ladies and gentlemen, the first award for Moment of the Year goes to your first machine that makes you eat shit and die, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Woo! Can we get some clapping in chat, please? Excellent. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Yep. Incredible. Incredible. I feel like we need some like award show music for when someone wins something. So give me a second here. It's Creed's My Sacrifice. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. It came a long way. It did some incredible things, and just wanna say congratulations to this wonderful game. Truly, it is the please wrap it up. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up. That's it, folks. That's it. We gotta wrap it up. We gotta move on to the next thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We will continue to play that song in 30-second bursts throughout this award show. Okay. Our next category, it's best soundtrack. I don't even know who Creed is. Are you young, Sisphil? Are you young? Wrapping up, we need to show ads. I could play the merch trailer again. is that what I should do? Best soundtrack gotta be FF16. Buddy, I'm sorry, FF16 isn't on the list. I played about 10 hours of FF16. Nothing about that game stood out to me at all. Top to bottom, gameplay to story to characters. It's a perfectly enjoyable time, but nothing special. Nominee number 1, Void Strangers. Okay, I think for this category, we're gonna have to listen to a little bit of music. So Void Strangers is one of those games I get excited when I get to a new area because I get to hear new music. Yeah, I would recommend Void Strangers to people. It's weird, it's a strange game, but yeah, open mind and have a good time. I'm like 170 floors, somewhere around there, maybe 160 or 150. I don't remember. I like it a lot. I think it's a great game. It's basically a very like Super Nintendo inspired soundtrack, but it is absolutely fucking excellent. Like, it's so good. Listen to this shit. Oh, so good. Listen to that. Listen to that. Anyway, it's a great soundtrack. Our next nominee is Alan Wake 2. I don't know how much of this I can play, but there's great ambient music. There's great like just like normal music, licensed music. And I just felt like I really wanted to shout it out because even though there's a lot of licensed music, which I don't usually like in game soundtracks, it feels very considered. Like, it feels like there's a real purpose and a place to it. And so yeah, Alan Wake 2, great soundtrack. Or are you doing awards? I am doing the Game Awards, Frappolo. Fear and Hunger 2. Excellent timing, Frappolo. Yeah, I think the soundtrack to Fear and Hunger 2 is absolutely incredible. It's so good. Really loved it, and there's one track in particular that I just want to call out, and we've listened to it a bunch on this stream. Here we go. The track Remaining Routine from Fear and Hunger 2. This track is like Yamaoka levels of chill, and I love it so much. Fear and Hunger 2 has like a lot of great music, but this is one of the best. When I first hit this track in the stream, I stopped and was like, what the fuck? We also have Pulse and Anxiety 2. Not that. Can you imagine this song in Fear and Hunger 2? Oh no, Needles! No, please! No! Fucking incredible. Yep. Yeah, I think the sound of Fear and Hunger is such a huge part of it, and Fear and Hunger 2 is its sound works so beautifully in it. Blasphemous 2. Blasphemous 2 has a really great soundtrack. It's the kind of soundtrack where I don't think I'm ever gonna listen to it by itself, but the way it like adds to the game is so it's like a lot of old like it's a lot of very like classical style arrangements, but they're really nice. Love this song. Just like really creates like an ambience, and like this is such a cool backing to a Metroidvania, you know? And the award goes to... Oh, god damn it! And the award goes to... If we stretch this sentence out just a little longer, we will discover that the award goes to... It's Void Strangers! Void Strangers takes the award for Best OST! Can you believe it, ladies and gentlemen? Look, it's deserving. There are few games that I have played this year that will literally pull me through with the soundtrack alone. I think it's an incredible soundtrack. I love it, and it is well deserved. So unfortunately for you all, I really loved timing the reveal of the awards with the drop in the Creed song. We are going to be doing that for every other award that I present, and no one can stop me. Next award, the next category is... The Strongest Waifu Award! This is a hotly contested one, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you... If you are into waifus who could beat your fucking ass, you were eating good this year. The nominees are Carlock, Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, what is there to even say? You know, she is a shoo-in. There's no point even going to any other characters, because she is definitely going to win, which is what I'd be saying any other year except this year. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a stacked year for muscle waifus, okay? Chun-Li from Street Fighter 6. Specifically in this outfit, like, look, it's a little known fact about Chun-Li that she can bench press 400 pounds. That is a fact about Chun-Li that is not widely known enough. All right, and I just thought it was worth acknowledging. The next nominee, Manon, Street Fighter 6. Look, it's a different kind of strength. But this woman is also fucking jacked, more in the legs than anything else. She's an Olympic gold medalist, just like Kurt Angle. She's incredibly worthy, and I'm incredibly proud. Can I get a hug, Mr. Eyepatch Wolf? Sure thing, Vegeta Ocelot. Imagine me hugging you right now, but I'm kind of like, I'm scared to get too close because I don't want to be inappropriate, and so like my arms are kind of... They're kind of doing this, and I'm like worried about like just like how like I feel scared because I don't want to hug too tight, but I don't want to be awkward, but that's making me really awkward, and so it's a real hover hug, you know, and like I'm kind of scared to engage. So yeah. The next candidate is Cammy from Street Fighter 6. This is more a kind of core strength thing. I don't think Cammy... Actually, no, Cammy is really jacked in the arms. Everyone is. But she clearly does like a lot of Pilates or yoga or whatever. Just a different kind of power, again, folks. But very deserved. And the next nominee is... Marisa, Street Fighter 6. Ladies and gentlemen, what can I say? Um, I know that like people are like, well, Karlach wins, no doubt. Uh, uh, Cassio, women are awesome. I agree. I agree. I agree. Marissa was my main going into Street Fighter 6. I absolutely love playing as her. She is one of the best new characters they've ever done. Unfortunately, you could say that for about 6 of the new characters in Street Fighter 6. She's brilliant. Her style is so simple but so fun. I love her. One of my favorite memories this year was mirror matching Wooly at like 3 in the morning in our hotel room with Marissa, and it was awesome. Oh shit, there's some coke left in this. The next nominee, Rekka from Hi-Fi Rush. Okay, listen, you little fucking losers. There, I've acknowledged Hi-Fi Rush in this award show. That's all you get. I didn't like the game that much. It's not going to come up again. But Rekka is a large woman. Okay, she's a large woman, and she's been nominated. There you go. The next nominee is The Tower from Slay the Princess. Look. What can I say? You all saw it. Yep. It's pretty fucking cool. Slay the Princess goes in weird directions. You should play it. I don't want to say too much. You can watch my videos on it if you want. It's very good. The next nominee is Isha from Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Look, another beautiful surprise from this game. Everyone was delighted, especially me. She is awesome. I love her. Just overflowing with the ability to snap your fucking neck, and that's what you want. That we could all be so lucky, ladies and gentlemen. Olivia, Fear and Hunger 2. So as canonically established, Olivia is jacked. She's got that juice. She is unbelievably strong. She literally hoists herself up ladders, and that sweater is no doubt hiding some sick biceps and some just razor sharp six pack. Okay. Reina from the Tekken 8 trailer. Look, Reina single-handedly made me want to play Tekken 8. Not quite sure how jacked she is, but as either Heihachi's daughter or Heihachi's brain placed into the mind, into the body of a young woman, I don't know. She's gonna be awesome. I can't fucking wait. She might lose some points by the fact that she does just exist in a trailer, but yeah, this category is busted. Look, it's not the only thing. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, just let's pro tag Void Strangers. Also a very tough woman, and happy to have her in this, I do think. Yeah, she's also super jacked if people are not aware of that. Ladies and gentlemen, some people like weak waifus. Well, I have a saying for that. Weak waifu, weak laifu. Okay? This year's award goes to Marissa from Street Fighter 6! She's done it, ladies and gentlemen! This newcomer has dominated the competition and our hearts. This towering castle of muscle has obliterated her way into our feelings, and a well-deserved victory for Marissa of Street Fighter 6. Let's get an applause going in the chat there. She is a work of art. She is incredible. And here's to many more years of Marissa from Street Fighter 6. That you gave. Okay. I think our next category is going to delight some of you and massively frustrate others. It is Best Wrestling Match of 2023. 2023 was a pretty decent year for wrestling, and there was a lot of good wrestling matches. I am going to give you all a rundown of these matches and why they're great. I will also be talking about most of these matches in tomorrow's video. This one's going to be brutal. Oh boy, is it. So, okay, look, honorable mentions. MJF versus Bryan Danielson. Very good match. It didn't quite click with me the way it did a lot of people. FTR versus Bullet Club Gold, incredible match. Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte was also great. I didn't like Okada versus Danielson very much. Like, I liked it in that it was a good match. I just found it massively underwhelming for what it should have been. But I think we're going to get the match it should have been at Wrestle Kingdom. Anyway, without further ado. Oh, also, honorable mention, House of Black versus The Acclaimed. Incredible match. Kenta versus Ospreay from the G1. Okay, so if you don't know anything about wrestling, these two are basically fucking assassins. These two are two of the legit, like, most fucked up, I'm gonna fucking rip your head off, mate. And they fought in the G1, and it was one of the most shockingly hard-hitting matches I've seen in a long time. Kenta is probably my current favorite New Japan wrestler. Kenta's whole shtick is he is either going to go in and not try and lay a fucking egg, or he's going to give you one of the best matches you've ever seen. And I love him. I love Kenta so much. Mina Shirakawa versus Saya Kamitani. This is one of the most emotional wrestling matches I've ever seen. I will be talking about this in tomorrow's video. So basically, the whole story here is this girl on the right, Saya Kamitani, she botched her finishing move, the Phoenix Splash, and injured Mina Shirakawa in real life. It's like fucking weird. But then they took that accident and made that the storyline, and Shirakawa came back as this really like fucked up weird villain. She spit up like black blood on Kamitani, and it led to them having like a rematch months later, and Shirakawa was so in Kamitani's head that she was scared to use her finishing move. Fucking awesome, incredible, brutal match. So good. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus the Usos. Look, I made a lot of these entries on my I made a lot of these on my phone when I was getting my hair dyed earlier, so there's a few that are a little off. Look, this was the end to Sami Zayn's story. His journey from joining the bloodline to this was incredible. The rest of those stories have not kind of like concluded in a way yet, and I think maybe you're going on too long. Sammy's whole story of like reconnecting with his old friend Kevin Owens, and the two of them main eventing WrestleMania, absolutely fucking beautiful. I think the match itself, there are better matches, but this was a really fucking emotional, heartfelt piece of storytelling, and it made me fucking cry. Absolutely made me cry. Julia versus Tam Nakano from the Stardom Queendom, I think it was called. This was basically the main event of Stardom's WrestleMania. Oh, look, just to say, I am not as knowledgeable on Stardom as people who watch Stardom. I kind of just like cheese platter my way through the matches at the end of the year. Look, this match was two women fucking just belting each other in the face for 20 minutes, and it was incredible. It's one of the most brutal matches I've ever seen. I talk about it in tomorrow's video. It's so much fun. I had such a great time with it. Highly recommended. Ren Narita versus Kaito Kiyomiya. I also talk about that. Look at fucking Getty Images. The fucking cheek of them putting this, like, maybe it's the guy who took it, I don't know, but yeah. Stardom's the premier Joshi Fed, generally speaking. Yeah. It's weird because you think, okay, this is a promotion featuring exclusively tiny Japanese women. How violent can it be? The most violent matches I have ever seen are all Joshi matches. They are like all like Japanese women's wrestling. I don't know what it is, but there is just an incredible culture of pain over there, and it's mad because they come out looking like pop idols, you know, and then they just smack the shit out. It's incredible. It's really good. The most violent, oh my lord, like not counting like death matches and stuff like that, but I'm not super into like death matches and stuff, but like, yeah, the most wince-inducing wrestling I have seen are Joshi matches. Not counting stuff like the Ghastly match either, because that's just someone being assaulted. It's not fun. Ren Narita versus Kaito Kiyomiya. This match was so good because of the story it told throughout the G1. The G1 is like a round robin style tournament, okay? And this is Ren Narita. Ren Narita is a really interesting character in New Japan because he's basically he's like a young Vegeta of New Japan, because his classmate is Shota Umino, and Shota Umino is like this undisputed future of New Japan. Like, he is this just unbelievably charismatic, unbelievably athletic person, and you just look at him and you're like, yeah, that's the fucking future. And then you have Ren Narita, and like, look at him. He has generic black trunks, generic black boots. He comes out to generic music. Everything about him is completely forgettable, except he's fucking incredible in ring. And he goes through the G1 because he wants to step out of Shota's shadow, and he loses, and he loses, and he loses, and he gets to the final match without securing a single win, sitting at the bottom of his table. And the person he's fighting is Kaito Kiyomiya, and Kaito Kiyomiya is a star from a different wrestling promotion called Noah. And the way wrestling works is like, he's one of the top guys in Noah. There's no way Noah are going to send him to fight Ren in the finals of a tournament and like lose. And that's the feeling you have going in. And then Narita starts fighting and fighting and fighting, and he starts coming back and back and back. And it just makes for an incredible ending. And I loved it. I really, really loved it. Next we have Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay, Wrestle Kingdom. I don't even know what to fucking say about this match. If you want to just call a match for the most exciting in-ring work, for the most captivating physical storytelling, this is the best match that happened this year. Nothing comes close to this. It had such a monumental level of pressure on it, and it absolutely exceeded it. I would say that there are the reason I think other matches can hang with it is because I think other matches had more complicated and nuanced story. The Uso match, the Shirakawa match, the Ren Narita match, all had like more emotionally complicated, nuanced stories. But for physical in-ring action, this was fucking insane. Kenny commits murder with a table. He sure does. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not often a wrestling match makes you peer into the very depths of despair, cruelty, and coldness. But this match did. Our match of the year! Mina Shirakawa versus Saya Kamitani from Stardom's Queendom. An incredible wrestling match. Well done. Excellent work, everybody. We did it. We did it. It's just, it's a fucking amazing match. I will be justifying this choice further in tomorrow's video. It's awesome, and I loved it, and I loved watching it. Okay. Our next nominee is Internet Video of the Year. The Final Gamer. Look, the Final Gamer always has a plan. The Final Gamer does, on occasion, forget a slide. Internet Video of the Year. Okay, H-Bomber Guy gotta be in here. I am ruling out all video essays from this. And I am also saying these videos must be under, like, 6 minutes. These are fun, silly videos. I'm not... yeah, that's it. We are going to watch them all in their entirety. Some of them did not come out this year. Here I'm hoping for Jacob Skeller. Okay, here's the thing. The reason I don't want to do video essays... H-Bomber Guy is my friend. Like, Jacob Geller is my friend. I know Thor High Heels, Napoleon Blown Apart. I am also very familiar with. I'm going for coffee with Napoleon on Sunday. Basically, if you like like most video essayists, I have had some contact with or like have some attachment to, and some of them I'm really close with, and some of them I just know of. it's too fucking weird for me to decide what the best video essay is, you know? And then I'll inevitably forget someone, and then that's like a thing. So I don't want to do it with video essays. Oh, you're not Napoleon. No, we're just both Irish, and I think there might even be a couple of other Irish people, like just in existence. Jiu-Jitsu Guy 1994 can confirm I'm Irish. Another Irish person. Okay. Let me set up the first nominee here. Okay. I will have to do a little bit of work here just to make this possible. Sorry, guys. I think these are nearly all TikTok videos. I'm so sorry, everyone. Some of these are also older than this year, but you know what? We're just all gonna have to live with that. Okay. Our first nominee for best internet video I watched this year is Boy Fails to Contain Water.
Dude, there's literally a bump ahead. Why do we need this much water for the... No, don't go fast! Fuck! Don't go fast! Jack, stop! 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 Stop!
Oh, God.
Why do we need this much water?
In terms of shit that will just make me laugh.
Don't go fast! Fuck! Don't go fast! Jack, stop! 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 Stop!
I know that clip is probably like a million years old. I just saw it the other day and I fucking loved it. I love the way he's laughing because he realizes how he's been trapped, and it's amazing. Okay. So this next clip may require a little explanation, and there was a very serious incident in Ireland this year in which Lions changed their tea bag. Lions is one of if not the most popular tea brand in Ireland, and there was uproar when they changed the shape of their tea bag. And the reason for this is because years ago they just had a regular circular or like square tea bag, and they then had this big massive ad campaign where they changed it to a 3D pyramid shaped tea bag, and it had all these 3D graphics explaining how this would let the tea infuse a bit better and all this kind of stuff. And sounds way too British. No, tea is one of the things we got from Britain as recompense for the atrocious murders and generational destruction that they committed on us. Some might say that that's not enough, but you know, that's just a different stream, guys. But the scandal this year was that Lions changed their tea bags back from the pyramid tea. Now, I'm not saying triangular tea bags. I'm saying 3-dimensional pyramid tea bags. They changed it back to the fucking square tea bags. And there's one man who so beautifully encompassed what was so fucked up about this. And also, can I just say, one of the greatest new content creators I discovered this year. It's Garen. Take it away, Garen.
The greatest teabag scandal of all time is rocking Ireland. Lions is going from the pyramid-shaped teabag to the more traditional square teabag. Why are they doing this? They're saying the square teabag releases the flavour better than the pyramid teabag. Lions, you fucked us. You fucked us, and you know you did. Do you remember the advertisements you were playing on the television when you brought the pyramid teabag out? Do you fucking remember them? Because I bloody well remember them. You had this big 3D graphic of the pyramid teabag spinning around, telling me it was the future of teabags and that it releases the flavour so much better than square teabags. Which is it? You're either lying then or you're lying now. They're saying the teabag scientists have worked it. I don't even think you have fucking teabag scientists. Big square is after getting to you. What's next to fucking rhombus, teabag? I'm disgusted. Follow me, I'm delicious.
That's Garen. He's fucking legend. I love that guy's videos. He is incredible. You can find Garen_music. It is disgusting how good he is at singing. Like it's not fair. This next nominee is not is definitely not from this year and require a little backstory. Some of you may be familiar with professional fighter Bob Sapp. And Bob Sapp was at one time one of the scariest things to ever walk the earth. Let's take a look at what I mean here. This is what Bob Sapp does to people. Boom! You're not knocked out. You're getting sent to another fucking dimension. Nightmare. He just pulls people apart. Look at those shoulders. Done. And like he would fight like legit like fighters and stuff, and he would win until he started to lose, and then he lost a lot. Boom! That dude blocked that punch and it knocked him out. Watch. Boom! This is not the video I'm talking about. This is the reference for the video I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. It's Sapp time.
Now you're turning into the beast. That's right, channel 81 on your FM dial. And I want you just to take your hand and turn the volume real loud. I don't want to have to beat you up. 1, 2, 3. The beginning. Now moving on. Now that's fast.
Oh man, I love this part of Alan Wake 2 from Taco B. Jones. Oh, we're watching the whole thing. I don't fucking care. Hey John, once thank you for inspiring me. Your videos ever since the What Makes a Good Villain essay. As a comic artist, when I was a kid opened up my mind and made me want more. So part of why I'm here today is thank you. Also, Merry Christmas and take the rest when you can. Thank you so much, Lamp Dinosaura. Appreciate it, bro. I love that this exists. I love that Bob Sapp felt so passionately about not just fighting, but just that he had music. He's more than a meathead. He's an artist. Like he's a showman, you know, like he's a total fucking. Like, you can't look at this and tell me his heart is not in this 100%. Hey, Bob Sapp, please! Gotta love Bob Sapp, gotta love Bob Sapp. Gotta keep my energy high with this beast power rap. Beast time! Sapp time! Beast time! Sapp time! Beast time! Sapp time! Vegeta Ocelot, this is so bad it hurts. Vegeta Ocelot, I disagree. I don't think this is so bad it's good. I think this is legitimately fucking incredible. Art is an expression of emotion. It is an expression of things that are inside us. It does not need to be comfortable or coherent or need a reason to exist. It just needs to be honest. This is one of the fucking most honest things I have ever seen on my life. Bob Sapp thinks it's sap time and he's gonna fucking tell us about it, okay? Bob Sapp, please.
That's a wrap, baby.
Unbelievable. Absolutely fucking unbelievable. So guys, you can see that this is already a stacked category. Yeah, excellent point here. Don't cringe. Kill the part of you that cringes. We have one more nominee. Okay, guys. When I said that there was no video essays, I lied. There is a video essay in this, and it is legitimately like one of the best things I've ever seen, and it is a review of Pokemon episode 14. This this TikToker is Comrade Trip. That's at Comrade Trip on TikTok. I don't know if he's on YouTube. I know he's a comedian. He's very fucking funny. This is, I don't know if this is legitimate or it's real, but by the end of the video, I can promise you I didn't care. I'm just gonna sit here in silence for the next 5 minutes and we're gonna watch this, okay? Comrade Trip at COMRADETRIPP. Here we go.
I watch episode 14 of Pokemon every year because I watch every episode of Pokemon every year. In episode 14, Electric Shock Showdown, Ash encounters Lieutenant Surge, the first gym leader who doesn't want to spend the rest of their life following a child. Lieutenant Surge really puts the gym in gym leader. He also puts the leader in gym leader. He puts it all in. Lieutenant Surge is surging. He's got his bicycle voucher, if you know what I mean. He's on that poke gear, that rare candy. He takes a few extra scoops. Steroids. The in-universe explanation for why Lieutenant Surge is twice as tall as everyone else is because he's American. His superiority to Ash is only exemplified by his choice in Pokemon, Raichu, the evolved form of Pikachu. Despite warnings from everyone, Ash decides to battle Lieutenant Surge's Raichu with his Pikachu, even though Bulbasaur would have been a better matchup. Raichu defeats Pikachu easily and mercilessly, to the point that even Ash's stalkers question their life choices. Who's that Pokemon? The one that just permanently disabled Pikachu. At the hospital, Nurse Joy offers Ash some alternative medicine, one of her best crystals, a Thunderstone, which when held would force Pikachu into evolving into Raichu. The word lieutenant comes from the words lu, which means place, and tenant, which means to hold. A lieutenant is a placeholder. The definition of surge is a sudden large increase. Lieutenant Surge, to hold and become greater. But holding it doesn't make Ash any greater. He burdens this permanent decision on the freshly concussed Pikachu, who in a moment of lucidity rejects changing its entire identity for a pin. It would rather fail as what it is than succeed at what it isn't. Lieutenant Surge used a Thunderstone to evolve his Pikachu into a Raichu immediately. They are both on the juice. But because of that, his Raichu missed out on essential training only possible for Pikachu to learn, because that's the message of this episode. Sometimes when we grow and succeed too quickly, We miss the moments that would have helped us continue to thrive. It's the journey, not the destination, because the destination is the same for everyone. We're all going to die. We're all going to catch up in the end. The real journey was the people we lost along the way. In an attempt to rush to one's goals, when you take shortcuts and force change, sometimes your gains are also your losses. Don't take steroids. That's the message. So Pikachu defeats Raichu, Natty, and everyone claps. Even Raichu, whose career was on the line. Raichu, who will never be fast. Raichu, who lost its chance, missed that opportunity. HGH advocate Raichu, whose failure is immortalized in the opening credits and the closing credits, claps for Pikachu. Raichu may have sent hundreds to the hospital, but its own wounds will never heal. And rather than take the ample opportunity to kidnap Pikachu in its weakened state, the stalkers did an interpretive dance. The only person blasting off in this episode is Lieutenant Surge. That's another slang term for steroids. There are shortcuts in life, simple skips to suffering, but eventually suffering will find you, and sometimes it finds you for a second time. This is the rare occurrence when to be continued was actually continued. A decade later, in episode 540, Pika vs. Goliath, Pikachu is defeated by another Raichu, and the exact same plotline happens again, down to the traumatizing visage of Pikachu laying in a human-sized hospital bed. We learn that Ash had been holding on to the Thunderstone all this time. He was always holding, just in case Pikachu was ever made to feel inadequate again on their journey. Sometimes it isn't the journey or the destination. Sometimes you should have just stayed home. To be continued.
Whew. I just realized they put Pokemon in a human ass bed, brownish gray. Yeah. Look, I don't know if anime YouTube is still a thing or not, but if that guy had been making videos in the era of anime YouTube that I came up in, he would have been a superstar. He would have been everything. What a fucking incredible video. That might be the best anime video essay I have ever seen. It's so good. But yeah. Oh fuck, man. Having to choose between that and Sap Time. Like, Boy Fails to Contain Water is great. Garen's Teabag rant is great, but I think it has to come back to between that and Sap Time, right? Oh, okay. We just gotta pick one. We just gotta pick one. Episode 14 review from Comrade Trip. Well done, Comrade. An incredible achievement, beautiful insight, devastating clarity, an incredible achievement. Let's get some applause going in the chat. Absolutely amazing. Look, fuck you. I unironically love that song. I can't help it. I just can't help it. And with that, the pre-show is over. Now, we begin the ranking of the games that came out this year, followed by their entry into the 100 greatest video games of all time list. Okay, now, to get to the most exciting part of the stream, allow me to open up my Google Excel software document. Okay, games that came out this year. Okay, so we actually have a bunch to rank here. I'm just gonna set this up real quick. Give me a second, guys. This is my top 100 video games of all time list. I built this list on stream. I have maintained it on stream. I will update it every year on stream till I one day perish from this earth. It is an inscrutable document of brilliance and justice. Alan Wake 2. Super Mario Wonder or Mario World. Super Mario Wonder? Wonder. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. You're not allowed to point out any spelling mistakes, by the way, chat. No Pizza Tower. I played like 20 minutes of Pizza Tower, and I was like, this is fucking awesome. I should play more of this, and then I didn't play anymore. So unfortunately, no Pizza Tower. Throw out some more games. Slay the Princess. Silent Hill Ascension. Oh, you know what? I have played enough Parasite Eve. Where's Gollum? Not this one. No, Like a Dragon Gaiden. Yeah, we can rank Like a Dragon Gaiden. Did you play Pseudo Regalia? I did play Pseudo Regalia. Loved it. But I need them to put a map in that thing because my spatial awareness is not strong enough. Fear and Hunger is on there twice. Is it? Oh, yeah. Right you are, sir. We can throw Hi-Fi Rush on there. I know people will complain if I don't. Don't be expecting any miracles, though, chat. Disco Elysium is on there. I don't think I played enough Dredge. Okay. This is going to be our Game of the Year list. I didn't play Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. I didn't play Starfield, but I'm quite confident Starfield wouldn't make it. So, okay, with Dredge, I didn't play Lives of P. I did watch the Joseph Anderson video, and it has me really excited to play it. World of Horror was already in there from its early access. I've played World of Horror full release since, and I don't think it's going to change anything. Void Strangers, excellent. Thank you so much for that, just to watch. Mario RPG, I did not play it. Did not play Spider-Man 2, did not play Sea of Stars, did not play Thirsty Suitors. Did not play, Toho 19. Did not play Octopath Traveler. You barely played anything. Okay, dude, these are all the new games I played. This is not all the old games I played. I play a lot of shit, and I spent a lot of time this year playing Ill Bleed for the Dreamcast, okay? This is what I am. And I would much rather play that than a lot of shit that comes out. Pikmin 4, I didn't play Pikmin 4. Jusant was really cool. Jusant was a cool game. I didn't play Thronefell. Didn't play Metroid Prime Remake. Don't let them bully you, John. That's a lot of games. You're goddamn right it is. I didn't play Metal Gear Solid. Didn't play Mortal Kombat. Didn't play Eternal Nights. I have a legit gaming addiction and you play more than I do. Well, okay. Part of my job is playing games, so I do try and play shit. I don't really go for a lot of AAA shit. Gunbrella is another thing I played. I did not play Forspoken. I did play Raincode. Okay, I'm gonna give this another minute or two. I didn't play Homebody. Fuck, I actually really wanted to play that. You have Resident Evil 4 twice. Signalis, I did, and I think Signalis is on this list. Signalis is my 102nd favorite video game of all time. Do you know, Signalis is also one of those games that actually, the further away from it I get, the more I like it. AEW Fight Forever. I did play AEW Fight Forever. Did not play System Shock. Like a Dragon Gaiden is on there. Mario Wonder is on there. Did not play Iron Lung. Did not play Amnesia the Bunker. You were in AEW Fight Forever. What do you mean? Do you mean Kip Sabian? Is that a Kip Sabian joke? Did not play Mortal Kombat 1. I definitely did not play Hogwarts Legacy. For many reasons. Persona 5 Tactica I have not played. He means you're the default creator wrestler. Oh, fucking not again! Seriously? Paranormosite, thank you. Am I actually the default fucking... Because that always happens. Hang on, I wanna look up a video of this real quick. Yeah, I have seen creator wrestler defaults that are... To me, this is just like square-jawed white man, which... A little bit, but yeah. He's also... Okay. Man... Like, okay. I've decided that I'm not talking about my height on stream anymore. So, in future, when anyone asks my height, what I'm just gonna say is that I'm under 6'3". Alright? But even being under 6'3", and the height I specifically am, it's mad to me when people are like 5'11" and 175 pounds, because I have to like crush to get down to 175 pounds. Under 6'3", quite a bit under. You don't know that. You don't know. I'm not 5'6". Chat, don't let him lie to you. He's short. Hey, look, okay. The real Office Will Smith has it right. I bet John is 3 meters. I am 3 meters tall. Okay. I expected you to be like 5'5", to be honest. Okay, look, I'm under 6'3", is how tall I am. That's you if you hadn't seen the Pokemon video. Oh, okay. Okay, do we have any other entries into this list? So, Cassette Beast did not play Cassette Beast, did not play Lethal Company. Can you stand next to a door? Absolutely not. Okay, I think it's time to do this. Okay, so the way this is going to work is I'm going to start making cuts to this list, and the first cut... The first cut is going to go down to number 23, and then we're just going to start making our way up. Oh, God. This is tough. Oh, no, it's not. No, it is not. Number 22, Silent Hill Ascension. Listen, you guys have seen the stream. I think we can all agree we had a fucking amazing time on those streams. They were a lot of fun. They only get sad when you step back and remember that this is Silent Hill. A withering. Look, we had fun, but at some point we have to come to our senses and remember what that game should be, because yeah. Okay, next one, I think... Okay, hear me out here. Hear me out. I think the next one for me, and I fucking hate this, I really hate this, but I think it's only fair. The next game for me is Blasphemous 2. Blasphemous 2 is the number 21 game of the year. Now, allow me to explain, okay? I actually really enjoyed Blasphemous 2, especially the first half. I thought it was a massive improvement over the first game. However, when I hit the second half of the game, I felt like it got very elongated, it got very stretched out. There was a lot of running back and forth, but even then I was still having a great time with it. The game feels incredible. It sorted out so much of the shit from Blasphemous 1. But I ran into a game-breaking bug. I ran into this problem where after I beat a boss, the next scene wouldn't load, and I was just trapped in the boss room. This boss was a story boss. This bug was a progression blocker. It's just not fair to anything else on this list if I don't take that into account, because I literally couldn't like do the function of this game, even though even though like I did like a lot of what it was going for. There was a point where I was playing Blasphemous 2 and I was like, this is a 5-star game. This game fucking rules. But I think I just gotta be honest here. That's what it is. That's what it is, chat. Okay. Number 20. Oh, Parasite Eve totally doesn't count. God damn it. Number 19. I think it's got to be AEW Fight Forever. It is a competent wrestling game with some interesting ideas, but the idea that this is like the wrestling game to reignite wrestling games, that it is not. That it is not. So unfortunately, like, it's a cool game. I like it, but yeah, it's you know what, guys? I really want to listen to some fucking music, and I think I know just the thing to put on. We're gonna put on the Void Strangers soundtrack in the background. Okay, we now have our Game of the Year theme music. Did John get an honorable mention for his VA in Slay the Princess? We did not do voice acting awards, but the fact was she wasn't nominated for the Game of the Year award, was she? That's fucking criminal. That's so bad. Anyway. If that music is too loud, let me know, chat. Okay. Number 18. Oh, so AW Fight Forever. It's cool. It's not great. Like, it's alright. I think it's something they could that's what it feels like to me. It feels like a game that they could build on in the sequel. Next. I think that's gotta go to Like a Dragon Gaiden. Look, I played about 8 hours of this game, and I felt like a lot of people came off it super high and were really into it, but after a while, it really did start feeling like Yakuza DLC to me, and I lost interest quite quickly. It's a good game, it's cool, I might play more of it, and if I do, I will revisit my opinion of it, but I think I have just played too many Yakuza games for me to be excited about what this was. Its ending is very, very strong, and I think I want to see that ending. I do think I'm gonna get to it, but yeah, I think that's where that kind of falls for me. Okay, look, guys, I didn't like Resident Evil 4 Remake. It's cool, it's good, I could see a lot of very talented people worked on it. I just really didn't enjoy it, and I think... Look, I know it's a controversial take here, but some might argue that it has lost some of the soul of the original, you know? And look, it just is what it is. I don't like the direction of Resident Evil being an action movie, and this game just felt like an action movie to me. I think it lost a lot of the goofy charm, a lot of the atmosphere, a lot of kind of what I loved about the original. But I think what that means is it's just not a game for me. I can tell how many people love it. He doesn't like the boob nerf. Whose boobs did they nerf? It improved the original. I would disagree vastly with that. I think it's a much inferior game, but I acknowledge that, like, talented people worked on it. I don't think the art direction is better, but like the visuals have a lot more fidelity. The cutscenes are a lot worse, I think. I think like so much of the fucking bombast and spectacle and crazy shit from the original is not there now. And yeah, I ended up just dropping this, just feeling really cold about it. Number 17, the Resident Evil 4 remake. it's a better story with better defined characters, but I prefer basically everything else in the original. I think to me, now I didn't finish it, so I'm probably like, I guess to me, it felt like a movie. It felt like a Hollywood movie, and that's just not what I go to Resident Evil for. Okay, next one. Look, another game that I acknowledge was cool that I disliked. I am so sorry, everyone. It's Hi-Fi Rush. Look, I think Hi-Fi Rush is a fucking amazing game. I just don't enjoy it. Feel free to put that down to the fact that I have no rhythm. I can kind of dance, but I ain't got no rhythm, and I just couldn't get on board with the combat, and I felt like the story and characters was like an unironic poochie, and I just did not connect with this game at all. I will be releasing something that is called the Best Collection in the next week, and I don't want to say too much about what the Best Collection is, but what I will say is that the best Hi-Fi Rush got its dues on the Best Collection. Okay? Number 16, Hi-Fi Rush. This is the shit I was talking about with Void Stranger's soundtrack. Listen to that. Incredible. I think the next one for me is Jusant, and a big part of this is I just actually haven't played a whole lot of Jusant. Jusant is a game about climbing a mountain. There's like a story and stuff as well, but you are there because you want to fucking climb. And if you played stuff like Grow Home, if you wanted a more in-depth, like, Tears of the Kingdom climbing system, Jusant is great for that. I really liked it, and I think if I spent a couple more hours with it, it could easily crawl up this list. I thought it was fucking cool. I really, really was so impressed with Jusant. I think Jusant is free on Xbox Live on Xbox Game Pass, so if people want to check it out, I would recommend it. Okay, next game. It's got to be Final Fantasy 16 for me. I thought Final Fantasy 16 was a very solid game. I thought it was a very competent game. I liked a lot of stuff about it. I thought the combat was fun. I thought the characters were fine. I thought it looked nice. I loved your one in it, the blonde one. What was her name? She was great. Anyway, she was so good. I'd be lying if I said that there was anything about Final Fantasy 16 that really made me feel much of anything. I thought the big monster kaiju battles were cool. I have also seen that shit done better in other games, like Azura's Wrath, you know? Like, there's games that will do that shit, to me, better than Final Fantasy 16. And in terms of, like, answering in 2023 what Final Fantasy is, I don't think this game did it. And, like, maybe I'm wrong here, chat, but I feel like Final Fantasy 16 came out and fucking just disappeared. Like, just vanished, you know? I'm happy it will be someone's first Final Fantasy, but it's not my first Final Fantasy. Yeah, I know a ton of people who absolutely loved it. I'm sure people did. And like, when I like shit talk a game or talk about why I don't like a game, what I never want to do is like explain why someone shouldn't like something or make someone feel like they're dumb for liking it. That's never the intent. But I guess like, to me, Final Fantasy 16, there's so many important questions about what Final Fantasy is, and I just don't think it answers any of them, or what Final Fantasy can be. Like, in a lot of ways, I think 15 was a way more interesting game. I also think 15 was a way worse game. Like, mechanically, like, in terms of having a good time, the systems and everything, the way they connect. 15 is, like, not broken, but dysfunctional. 16 is ultra competent, but a little boring as well. So yeah. Okay, next game on this list. I think it's gotta also be another game I didn't super connect with. It's Super Mario Wonder. I know people love this game. I'm not trying to start shit chat. I just did not get anything out of my time with it. I am planning on spending more time with it, in which case I will update everyone in the new year. Particularly, I really want to play it with Michelle, because I think me and Michelle will have a blast with this game. But yeah, I gotta be honest, I play it and I just feel like I'm playing the same Mario Wii U from... I feel like I'm playing New Super Mario Brothers, and I'm just like... And it's better than those games. It's definitely better than those games. But the Elephant John... Okay, here's the thing. I think that the elephant is a super boring power-up. That's not to say I don't think there's awesome things they did with Super Mario Wonder, like the animation, the expressiveness of the characters. I think the Wonder Seed is a bit, like, it's okay. I feel like those levels are all super boring until you hit the Wonder Seed, and I feel like I would like to just have them exciting from the start, you know? I don't know. I'm gonna play more of this over the holidays, and I'm going to play it with little Michelle, and I think she's going to be really, really fun to play with. But yeah, look, this is going to be a lot of people's game of the year. It's not going to be mine, and that's fine. Next game on this list. Getting tough. I think the number 12 final gamer of the year goes to... Oh, fuck, man. This is tough. Really, okay, if I'm being real here, it's between these three games. It's between Gunbrella, Raincode, and Paranormasight. I think they are all the next games that appear on this list. Okay. There are razor-thin margins between these games, okay? Number 12, I think I got it. We are officially in, like, the shit I really dug part of this list, okay? Number 12, I'm gonna go Paranormasight. I loved Paranormasight's, like, vibe and atmosphere. It is mechanically so clever in some of the shit you gotta do. I kind of wanted to, like, give a really interesting spoiler, mechanical spoiler for Paranormasight. Are people cool with that, or is my word enough to be like, there's interesting shit here? Which, chat, would you like me to spoil a little bit of Paranormasight, or we just leave it? Your word is fine. Go for it. Go ahead. Do it. On mute. Okay, guys, mute real quick if you don't want mechanical spoilers for Paranormasight, and I will give you the thumbs up when it's safe to come back, okay? Here we go. Okay. You fight someone in Paranormasight who... Their power is once they say your name, you die. And there's no way to defend against it. You don't get any dialogue option. You can't do anything like that. It's really fucking frustrating. And I died against this guy. This is a visual novel, by the way. I died against this guy, like, so many times. And then eventually I was like, wait. They keep hinting that if I can find a way to not hear his voice, then I'll survive, okay? So I went into the options, and I dragged the voice volume down, and then I played the fight, and his power didn't work on me. And that, to me, was some Psycho Mantis level fucking meta weirdness that was so, so cool. And, I think there's more shit like this game. Lol. Yeah, it is. It's fucking wild, isn't it? Yeah. Mute finalists, you may return. You may return. No spoilers in chat, please. But yeah, I thought that was that actually should have been in best moments earlier, I think. So I think I'm gonna follow that with Gunbrella. Gunbrella, I talk about this tomorrow in my video. Gunbrella is Celeste with guns, and the controls are tight enough to make that work. It's a fucking phenomenal game. Really, really fun, really kinetic. I'm playing it on hard, and you can take like 1 or 2 hits and you're dead. So it's literally the kind of thing where you enter a screen, and you are looking at each individual enemy around the screen and deciding, like, okay, I'm gonna throw a grenade at this guy, I'm gonna jump up and shotgun this guy real quick twice, and it's really, really good. So yeah, Gunbrella, just super fun, kinetic game, beautiful little game. It's got a really like autumnal winter palette, and it's great. We are now in the official top 10. Number 10 is Raincode. Raincode is the new game from the developers of Danganronpa, and what I really loved about this game is it is incredible to see them push the production of a Danganronpa game so much further with Raincode. It's a really weird, ambitious title where you go in. It has elements of Psychonauts, it has elements of Danganronpa, it has elements of Phoenix Wright, it has all these different things matched into this weird underworld detective game. I like the ghost girl in it a lot, which will be a surprise to fucking no one. It's a really cool game. If you liked... I really wasn't sure about this when I first saw it. I was like, oh, this doesn't look like Danganronpa, and it's not Danganronpa, but god damn it, sometimes you just gotta move on to something new, and I really feel like they did a good job with this. Have you played Hyper Demon? That actually sounds familiar. No, I have not played Hyper Demon. I've wanted to, though. It looks cool. I remember the guys in Giant Bomb were talking about it a lot before. Is it better than Danganronpa? Oh! They're different enough that I wouldn't feel a need to make that comparison. And yeah, the soundtrack is also killer. Okay. At number 9 is Alan Wake 2. Super fucking cool game. I think, like, it is in some ways one of the most interesting game on this list. I think that my only problem with it is that when the actual gameplay is happening, the searching for stuff, the fucking swapping between different universes and all that shit, I just don't enjoy that much of it. But I liked Saga a lot. I love the atmosphere. I felt like I didn't like Alan Wake 1 for a couple of reasons. And one of the biggest was I really felt like it was just a Twin Peaks fan game, and there's definitely a lot of that in Alan Wake 2, but it's also its own thing in a lot of really fucking weird and cool ways, and I really just have to give it credit for that. It's really ambitious. Apparently it sold like shit. I don't know if that's for sure or not, but it's good. And if you like survival horror and you like weird games that are very invested in their own story, it's really, really cool for that. Did you play like Control? I did not like Control. Played about 6 hours. I did not like it at all. Is that not Deadly Premonition? Deadly Premonition... Okay, look, to me, Deadly Premonition has always been what Alan Wake wishes it was. Like, so that's a fair point, but they are clearly drinking from the same pools, and there's some interesting parallels between them. Okay, next one. You know, I gotta say, I came into this list thinking that I wasn't that invested in Void Stranger, and yet every time a new cut comes, I'm like, not Void Stranger, because Void Stranger's kind of fucking awesome, and I think I'm starting to realize how much I've been enjoying that game. Okay, I think 8 is the threshold where I start to go from liking games to loving them. And I think that's why number 8 for me has got to be Armored Core 4, sorry. 4? 6? Chat, am I crazy? 6, I thought so. Never played an Armored Core game before, and I think this game gets high enough on this list just by virtue of, like, when you put hands on controller and you move that fucking mech, it feels so good. Demigore, I get it, but 8 is a really good, like, this is a very positive thing for this game. It beat a lot of games I really like, and I am borderline loving it. I don't like it as much as these games. 8 is actually a very positive place. I think for me, like, with Armored Core, I'm not a big, like, mech guy. Like, I will spend hours picking out different punches and shit for my characters to use. If you give me a mech option, I'm kind of just like, fuck it, just slap some giant cannons on it. I don't fucking know. But even then, Armored Core pulled me in quite a lot. So, like, it's genuinely a really cool game. And, yeah, I really liked it. I'm definitely going to play more. I'm definitely going to play more over the holidays. Number 7 is Ghost Trick the Remake. Ghost Trick is a game that people have been crying for a remake for what feels like several decades at this point. I feel like you play this game for 5 minutes and you immediately understand why. It's so funny, it's so beautifully animated, it's so intricately designed. There's an argument that this is Shu Takumi? Yeah, there's an argument to be made that this is Shu Takumi's best game. I don't think that is... I think that's a fair argument. I don't know that I prefer it to my favorite Phoenix Wright games, but it is a beautiful game. It is really, really cool. Yeah. Number 7 feels good for it. Okay. Number 6. It is time. It is Void Stranger. Void Stranger is probably the biggest sleeper hit this year for me in terms of like shit that I had never heard about before and really liked. And writing this list has made me realize how much I actually give a shit about it. Missile's best dog, absolutely. And it's like a weird puzzle game, but the further down this void you go, the more the story develops, the more you start to meet different characters, and the more this whole backstory gets laid out. And the backstory is really compelling and weird and interesting, and it's really charming, it's really funny. It's just, this game has a lot going on, and I know that I have not scratched the bottom of what this game is, and maybe if I did, it would be further up this list, but this place feels good for me. That leaves us with our top 5. Street Fighter 6, Baldur's Gate 3, Fear and Hunger 2, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and Slay the Princess. I think number 5 has got to be Slay the Princess for me. I loved Slay the Princess a lot. I think figuring out what that game was on stream was one of my favorite moments of this year. Parts of it feel very tailored to me specifically, in that it is just a cool person who's gonna be kind of mean to you and gaslight you, and unfortunately I am very vulnerable to that. Love how you always give me at least 10 games to put on my get eventually list. The final simp. Look, guys, okay. I know it hasn't been obvious in any of the streams because I'm very good at like kind of keeping everything all on the inside, you know, but look, I'm gonna be real with you. The Final Gamer had a bit of a soft spot for the princess, okay? I admit it, and I know no one expected that, and I'm just being real here. Okay. Number 4. Fuck, man. Look at this top 4. Oh my god. That is rough. This is a top 4 of killers. And listen to this fucking music. Void Stranger, baby. Void Stranger. It's so good. It's so good, chat. Okay, I think I have made my decision. Number 4 for the Game of the Year list 2023 is Fear and Hunger 2. With a big fucking qualifier, chat. Okay, listen. I feel like Fear and Hunger 2 is an incredible game. It is such an evolution of the first one. And I'll say I prefer the first one, but in terms of a game that actually takes the concepts of the first game and pushes it into just this fucking incredibly ambitious, wild new territory, Fear and Hunger 2 is such an amazing, like, proof of that. But Fear and Hunger 2 is also a game that, to me, is still early in its development. I have been told about some of the shit that's coming to Fear and Hunger 2, and when that shit makes it in, when we can do our new Terror and Starvation Fear and Hunger 2 playthrough, then I will reevaluate Fear and Hunger 2. But I know right now we are experiencing Fear and Hunger 2 in an incomplete form, and it rules, and I still love it, and it's still the 4th best game I played this year. but the best is yet to come with Fear and Hunger 2, and I think that's fair. Is Fear and Hunger 2 in early access? It's not technically in early access, but he's still adding game modes and enemies. Okay, so here's the thing, right? As far as I have been told, listen to this fucking song, chat. Is this not fucking perfection? As far as I've been told, the next update of Fear and Hunger 2 is adding a new difficulty mode, new areas, and 15 new enemies. 15 new enemies. I don't know that the first Fear and Hunger game had 15 enemies. Look, Fear and Hunger 2 rules. I cannot wait to see what comes next. We will revisit it at some point. We enter the final 3! Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, Baldur's Gate 3, and Street Fighter 6. Okay, number 3 is obvious to me, chat. Number 3, I know. It is Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Look, I feel like I said all this earlier. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is the game that I kept wishing Breath of the Wild was while I played it. I think the way it lets you interact with the world, the mechanical problems it can give you, the personality of the game, it's just fucking weird. It's such a weird game. All its characters are odd nightmare people, and I love it. I love it for that. I'm gonna play the shit out of this over the holidays, and I'm so fucking excited to. I haven't beat it yet because I've just been dicking around for like 80 hours, but like I'm having a great time. And I hear it ends real strong. Maybe my opinion will change more when I beat it, but number 3 feels real good for me. And we enter the final 2, Baldur's Gate 3 versus Street Fighter 6. That was not planned. That was not planned. I have not touched the music. I actually... Look, guys, I'm not joking about the Void Stranger soundtrack. It's just this sick, okay? It's so good! It's so good! Oh my god, what a fucking amazing soundtrack. Guys, okay, look. For all of you earlier who were like, what the fuck is Void Stranger? Did I lie? Did I lie about this soundtrack? Okay. Guys, I gotta come clean here. My game of the year has already been decided. Okay. Now, chat. We got one more job to do. And that is... we gotta take these games into the 100 greatest games of all time list. Okay. Look, I'm gonna be real. I don't think that anything below Armored Core as of right now has a chance of making the list. So, we're going to take these top 8 and we're going to move over to the 100 greatest games of all time list. We're going to drop them here. Okay. I'm going to do a countdown of all these games. We're starting with the Shadow Zone. The Shadow Zone is a place of honor. The Shadow Realm. The Shadow Realm is a place of honor. It is not for bad games. It's just for games that didn't make the top 100. At some point, I want to rank the Shadow Realm. And we might do that on a future stream. Okay. 13 Sentinels, Fire Emblem Awakening, The Last of Us Part 2, Star Fox 64, AI Somnium Files, Streets of Rage 4, Sonic Adventure 2, Shadow the Hedgehog, for its intro, Toilet in Wonderland, Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon, Psychonauts, Nier Automata, Soul Reaver, Shenmue 1, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, World of Horror, Silent Hill, Shattered Memories, SSX Tricky, Dark Chronicle, Celeste, The King of Fighters 2000, Shadow of the Colossus, X-Men and XCOM Enemy Unknown, Harvest Moon, Lilat Wars. That's already on there. Celeste, River City Girls, Tekken Tag Tournaments. Tekken Tag Tournament? Nah, there are better Tekkens. Anodyne, GoldenEye, Day of the Tentacle, Metal Slug 3, Thumper, Wario Land, the Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse, Hyrule Warriors, Fury, Arkham Asylum, Haunting Ground, Tenchu, Wrath of Heaven, Into the Breach, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Evo Search for Eden, Silent Hill 3, Sunset Riders. But Silent Hill 3? Dude? Seriously? Fucking Silent Hill 3? I think I had a rule that there couldn't be multiples of the same series. I think I'm going to discount that rule. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to rank Silent Hill 3. Sunset Riders, Bust a Move, WrestleMania 2000, Choo Choo Rocket, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi, underrated fighting game, Simon the Sorcerer 2, Muramasa and the Demon Blade, No More Heroes 2, Delta Ruin, Shantae and the Pirate's Curse, Little Nightmares, Tiny Toons Adventures, Super Double Dragon, Joe and Max, South Park Stick of Truth, Milk Inside a Bag of Milk, Inside a Bag of Milk, Inscription, Gone Home, If Found, The Great Ace Attorney, Guilty Gear Strive, Forgotten City, 20 Minutes to Dawn, Hades, Breath of the Wild, Ori Village, Sifu, Vampire Survivor, Metroid Dread. Ah! Okay. So, Silent Hill 3. Let's get the music back in here. Okay, I'm going to run down my favorite games of all time. Okay, no. Actually, no. We'll do that at the very end. Okay, here we go. Okay. Silent Hill 3. Is Silent Hill 3 better than Signalis? Yes, it is. Is it better than the Complex Found Footage? Yes, it is. FTL? Yes, it is. Citizen Sleeper? Yes, it is. Deadly Premonition 2? Yes, it is. Okay, I think it's a lot better than all these games. I think it's better than Hollow Knight. I think it's better than Deadly Premonition 1. Silent Hill 3 was robbed before. I think it distinguishes itself enough from Silent Hill 2. Fuck! Jesus, I actually love this. Okay. Silent Hill 3 gets to the doorway of the best. Is it better than Danganronpa 2? I think it is. Is it better than Doki Doki Literature Club? I think it is. Is it better than Yume Nikki? Oh. My mistake, chat. Apologies. Yes, I do think Silent Hill 3 is better than Yume Nikki. Is it better than Disgaea? I think it's better than Disgaea. Is it better than Pokemon Soul Silver? I think it's better than Pokemon Soul Silver. Is it better than The Binding of Isaac? I think it is better than The Binding of Isaac. Is it better than Phoenix Wright with an F? I think number 57 is as far as Silent Hill 3 goes for me. Look, that's a hell, like, I know that sounds shitty. It's not. That is incredibly high. Oh, can't see the number ranking. Let me just, there we go. A Link Between Worlds is a link to the past but better. Twilight Princess is Ocarina of Time better in every way. Fix your list, bro. Polyman, those are incomprehensibly wrong opinions, dude. Like, okay, look, dude, you do you. Those are shocking takes in my book. That is insane. Like they are like especially the Twilight Princess one is just that game has so many issues, dude. Nah, fix your list, bro. Polyman, I advise you make your own list, buddy. Armored Core 6. Okay, this is where we get into this year's games. Is Armored Core 6 better than Signalis? Guys, I don't think it is. I think I like Signalis a lot more than I like Armored Core 6. Meaning that Armored Core 6 takes a place of honor in the Shadow Realm. Is Ghost Trick better than Signalis? Dudes, I love Ghost Trick. That game has so much heart. There's so much beautiful design in that game. I think Signalis peaks it for me, meaning Ghost Trick is our second game to be banished to the Shadow Realm. Is Void Stranger better than Signalis? As of right now, I would say no, but I am willing to update this on a future stream. Meaning that Void Stranger is the third game banished to the Shadow Realm. Is Slay the Princess better than Signalis? That is a fucking tough one. I kind of feel like you should be asking if these games are better than Deadly Premonition 2. All these games are better than Deadly Premonition 2. Do I like them better than Deadly Premonition 2? No. You haven't seen an actual ending for Princess? Wait, have I not? Oh, yeah, because I fucked myself. Yes. I think as a gatekeeper, guys, Signalis is just very strong. Maybe it's underranked on this list. Yeah, I think I might need to reconsider Signalis' place on the list. But how high does it go? Is Signalis better than the complex found footage? Yes, I think it is. Is it better than FTL? Yes. Is it better than Citizen Sleeper? Yes. Yeah, I think so. I don't like it better than Deadly Premonition 2. I definitely don't like it better than Detention. Detention fucking rules. Okay. Congratulations to Signalis. You are now the 100th best game of all time. Okay. Is Slay the Princess better than the complex found footage? No, I don't think it is. I think the gatekeepers are too fucking strong. Which means, shockingly, Save the Princess takes the Shadow Realm. Devastating. Absolutely devastating. But I gotta be real. I gotta be real. Okay, but why is there 103? Because these are the games that I couldn't not have on the list. I couldn't stand not to have these games ranked. I love them too much. But ladies and gentlemen, there is an enormous gap between our number 5 and number 4 game of the year. We are officially going to rank Fear and Hunger 2, and later, Fear and Hunger. Okay. Another fucking banger song from Void Stranger. Fear and Hunger 2. Is Fear and Hunger 2 better than the complex found footage? I think it is. Is Fear and Hunger 2 better than FTL? I think it is. Is Fear and Hunger 2 better than Citizen Sleeper? I think it is. It enters the gates of acceptance. Is Hunger 2 better than Signalis? Yes, I think it is. Is it better than Deadly Premonition 2? I think it is. Detention, Zombies Ate My Neighbors, Metroid Prime, Fallout New Vegas, Tunic, God Hand, No More Heroes 3, yes, 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 Mystical Ninja 64, Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate, Command & Conquer Red Alert 2, Full Throttle, Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator. It's at the mountains of quality. It's at the mountains of quality. I don't think it's better than Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator, meaning Fear and Hunger 2 is our new 88th best game of all time. That is an incredible achievement. That is an don't let the fact that it's so far down the 100 like make light. That is incredible. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Holy shit. Okay. So, by ranking above Fear and Hunger 2... Now, granted, now, keep in mind, chat, Fear and Hunger 2 could go up. Fear and Hunger 2 could go up a lot. We just have to wait for future developments, because that game is not done yet. Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is automatically going to place above Fear and Hunger 2. Is it better? Is Tears of the Kingdom better than Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator? I think it is. Is it better than Hollow Knight? I think it is. Is it better than Monster Hunter World? Fuck, man, that is tough. Finish Tears of the Kingdom, you would put it much higher. I will, and we can revisit it then, absolutely. I don't think I can put it above Monster Hunter World. I actually feel Monster Hunter World might be a little low down on this list. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. I think we gotta re-rank Monster Hunter World. I think my opinion of that game has grown. Is it better than Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island? Yes. Is it better than 999? Yes. VLR? Yes. Deadly Premonition? Yes. Killer 7. K Story. Miami. Oh, yeah. I think. Okay. Monster Hunter World is moving up to our new number 81. Look, guys, these lists are all about adjusting, okay? And I would put Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom above Super Mario World 2, above 999, above VLR, and that's where it smacks straight into Deadly Premonition, which I don't think it's... Well, it's better than, but I don't like it as much as. Boom. Number 83, Tears of the Kingdom. That is a fine achievement. A fine achievement. Can we get a hand for Tears of the Kingdom? What is the Bridge of Killers? Okay, my top 100 games is divided into 10 zones. At number 101 to 90, we have the Gates of Acceptance. At number 90 to 80, we have the Mountains of Quality. At number 80 to 70, we have the Bridge of Killers. At number 70 to 60, we have the Path of the Elite. At number 59, at number 60 to 50, we have Doorway the Best. At number 50 to 40, we have the Threshold of Brilliance. At number 40 to 30, we have the Stairway of Greatness. At number 30 to 20, we have the Ascension of the Super Beasts. At number 20 to 10, we have Battle on Heavenly Ground. At number 10 to 2, we have the Domain of God. And at number 1, we have Final Fantasy VII on the throne of the undisputed. Oh, holy fucking shit. Here we go. Baldur's Gate 3. Okay, so as per the rules, as per the logic, Baldur's Gate 3 ranks above Tears of the Kingdom. Is Baldur's Gate 3 better than Deadly Premonition? Absolutely, in my book. Is it better than Monster Hunter World? I think so. Is it better than Killer 7? I think so. Is it better than Cave Story? Yes. Hotline Miami. Portal 2. Garrow Mark of the Wolves. I think Garrow Mark of the Wolves might be seriously underranked, but let's keep going and find out. Let's just say yes for the moment. It's absolutely better than Banjo-Kazooie, it's better than Hyper Light Drifter, it's better than Sekiro, it's better than Tony Hawk 3, it's better than Azora's Wrath, it's better than Bahamut Lagoon, it's better than Persona 4 Golden, it's better than Witch's House, it's better than Spelunky 2, it's better than Mega Man 2. Is it better than Dragon Quest 11? I think that the highs of Baldur's Gate 3 are much higher. I think Dragon Quest 11 is a more consistent game. I think it's better than Dragon Quest 11. Is it better than Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze? It is. Is it better than Danganronpa 2? Yes. Doki Doki Literature Club, Yume Nikki, Disgaea, yes, yes, yes. Pokemon Soul Silver, Binding of Isaac. Is it better than Silent Hill 3? Fuck. Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. Is it better than Phoenix Wright? I think it is. Is it better than Gunstar Heroes? Yeah, I think it is. Is it better than Bloodborne? It is. I think Bloodborne is an incredible fucking game. It's not my favorite Souls games, and there's some things I don't like about it. I think for me, Baldur's Gate 3 just about peaks it. Personal fucking preference here, chat. For the love of God, have mercy. I know how many people this is like their favorite game of all time. Is it better than Earthbound? Here's the thing, okay? If you are asking me, did Baldur's Gate 3 have more of an impact on me than Earthbound did when I first played it? No, it didn't. Earthbound absolutely blew me away when I was little. I replayed it 2 years ago, and I do think that game has aged, especially if you've played Mother 3, which is an absolute fucking masterpiece. So yes, I do think Baldur's Gate 3 beats Earthbound. But does it beat Cuphead? Yes, I think it does. Beautiful Joe, yes, I think it does. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. If Baldur's Gate 3 beats Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, it enters the threshold of brilliance. It won't beat Mother 3. Mother 3 is the number 2 game on this list. There is no fucking way that Baldur's Gate 3, the third, but my second favorite game, came out this year. It is not beating Mother 3. Yes, I do think it beats Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Does it beat Chrono Trigger? I am long overdue for a replay of Chrono Trigger. Okay, I am going to say it beats Chrono Trigger, but I am going to reevaluate Chrono Trigger this year. That is my promise to you, chat, okay? I'm going to replay Chrono Trigger this year, and we will come back to this next year. Does it beat Super Mario 3D World? My fucking god. Just about. That game is like my favorite 3D Mario game next to 64. Does it beat Super Metroid. Super Metroid has aged, but it's fucking awesome. Fuck. I don't think it beats Super Metroid. I think this is where Baldur's Gate 3 stops. God, that was fucking tough. Chat, I'm exhausted. This is emotionally exhausting. Baldur's Gate 3, number 48, the first 2023 game to cross the threshold of brilliance. Give it up for Baldur's Gate 3, everyone. What an achievement. Isn't she so beautiful up there celebrating an incredible, incredible achievement? Oh, you spelled it wrong, John. What was my rule about spelling? That leaves only Street Fighter 6. The number one final gamer of the year, 2023. The game that single-handedly made me fall back in love with Street Fighter. How much higher than Baldur's Gate 3 does it go? Is Street Fighter 6 better than Super Metroid? I think it is. Is it better than Donkey Kong Country 2? I think it is. Is it better than No More Heroes? I think it is. Is it better than The Walking Dead Season 1? I think it is. Is it better than Super Punch-Out? I think it is. Is it better than Streets of Rage 2? I think it is. Is Street Fighter 6 better than Elden Ring? I see a lot of people in chat think that Street Fighter 6 is not better than Elden Ring. I got some bad news for you guys. Challenging for the Stairway of Greatness, is Street Fighter 6 better than Shenmue 2? Yes, it is. Number 39, Touhou 8, Imperishable Night. Is Street Fighter 6 better than that? I think it is. Is it better than the original Nier? I think it is. Is it better than WWE No Mercy? I think it is. Is it better than Gitaroo Man? I think it is. Is it better than Resident Evil 4? I legit think it is. I think Street Fighter 6 is such an incredible combination of just fucking beautiful art direction, incredible game design. It is the most fun fighting game I've played in easy a decade plus. I really love this game, and I think it's an incredibly loving piece of media to Street Fighter. Like, there is so much earnest love for my favorite video game of all times. So as we proceed, chat, please be aware, this is my list. I'm just being honest about how I feel. I don't want to walk on people's best, but I gotta be real here. Is it better than Half-Life? I think it is. Is it better than Secret of fucking Mana? Secret of Mana. Okay, I am indecisive about whether it beats Secret of Mana, but I want to go one more up on this list. It's not better than Smash Bros. Ultimate. Oh! I love Smash Bros. Ultimate so fucking much. And I know that game came out less than 10 years ago, but it's not a fighting game, so it doesn't matter. I don't think I love it more than the Resident Evil remake. I don't like it better than Smash Bros. Ultimate. I think Street Fighter 6 lands at number 34. What a fucking achievement. If you had told me that a new Street Fighter... If you told me last year that Street Fighter 6 was going to rank this high, I would have called you a fucking liar. I would have told you to get out of my goddamn house. I had no hopes for this game. I thought this game looked shit going in. I didn't like it. Fucking Street Fighter 6. Absolutely incredible. Which means, ladies and gentlemen, we have one more game to rank. And it is the original, the cruelest video game, Fear and Hunger. Let's re-rank Garou first, because Garou is way too far down this list. Garou, Mark of the Wolves, is better than Banjo-Kazooie, is better than Hyper Light Drifter, is better than Sekiro, is better than Tony Hawk's 3. I ranked it way too low last time. Is better than Zora's Wrath, is better than Behemoth Lagoon, is better than Persona 4. That's insane. It's better than Witch's House, it's better than Spelunky 2, it's better than Mega Man 2. It's better than Dragon Quest XI, it's better than Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, it's better than Donkey Kong 2, You mean Nikki, Disgaea, Pokemon Soul Silver, Okay. Garou goes to number 60, Doorway of the Best. Again, that's very good. Fuck, you know what, guys, I'm sorry, I gotta rank Silent Hill 3 above Phoenix Wright. And I would actually rank Garou above it as well. Number 59, Garou, Mark of the Wolves. That's, like, available on everything. If you have any fondness at all for fighting games, just fucking touch that game and feel world-class fighting game. Like, it's amazing. Okay. And with that, we now rank Fear and Hunger. Is Fear and Hunger better than the complex found footage? Yes, it is. Is Fear and Hunger better than FTL? Yes, it is. Is it better than Citizen Sleeper, Signalis, Deadly Premonition, Detention, Zombies Ate by Neighbors, Metroid? Can we get some more hype music, please?
Lights.
No one's allowed to buy this car. They did not pay me to advertise on my stream. Is Fear and Hunger better than Metroid Prime? Yes, it is. Is it better than Fallout New Vegas? I think so. Tunic, God Hand, No More Heroes 3, Mystical Ninja, Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate, Command & Conquer Red Alert, Full Throttle, Fear and Hunger 2. Ladies and gentlemen, Fear and Hunger has entered the mountains of quality. Is it better than Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator? I think it is. Is it better than Hollow Knight? Yes. Super Mario World 2? Yes. 999, VLOR, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, Deadly Premonition, Monster Hunter World, Killer 7, Cave Story. Is Fear and Hunger better than Hotline Miami to enter the Bridge of Killers? Portal 2? Banjo-Kazooie, Hyper Light Drifter, Sekiro, Tony Hawk 3, Asura's Wrath, Bahamut Lagoon, Persona 4 Golden, Witch's House, Spelunky 2. And with that, Fear and Hunger enters the path of the elite, and it is not fucking close, ladies and gentlemen. Mega Man 2, Dragon Quest 11, Donkey Kong Country Danganronpa 2, Doki Doki Literature Club, Yume Nikki, Disgaea, Pokemon Soul Silver, Binding of Isaac. It does. Phoenix Wright. Is it better than Garou, Mark of the Wolves? I think it is. Fear and Hunger smashes its way into the doorway of the best. Is it better than Silent Hill 3? I think it is. Gunstar Heroes, Bloodborne, Earthbound, Cuphead, Beautiful Joe, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, Chrono Trigger, Super Mario World 3D. At the threshold of brilliance, Fear and Hunger is leaving some of the best games in existence bloodied at its feet. Baldur's Gate 3. Are we getting a top 10? Chat, I honestly don't fucking know. I am just going through this list and listening to what my heart says, and my heart says that Fear and Hunger has obliterated the first 50 games on this list. I think I do prefer Fear and Hunger. I think Fear and Hunger... I love Fear and Hunger. I absolutely fucking love that game. I think it's one of the best horror games in existence. I think it is the most a game has sucked me in the longest time. And I think it's better than Baldur's Gate 3. I think it's better than Super Metroid. I think it's better than Donkey Kong Country 2. I think it's better than No More Heroes. I think it's better than The Walking Dead Season 1. I think it's better than Super Punch-Out. Is it better than Streets of Rage 2? To me it is. Fear and Hunger versus Elden Ring. Look, at this point, it's all personal preference, but my heart says Fear and Hunger. Shenmue 2, absolutely. Touhou 8, Imperishable Night. Fear and Hunger makes its way into the top 40 and the stairway of greatness, ladies and gentlemen. Is it better than the original Nier? Personally, I think so. WWE No Mercy, Gitaru Man, Resident Evil 4, Half-Life, Street Fighter 6. Is Fear and Hunger better than the best game I played this year? I think it is. Is Fear and Hunger better than Secret of Mana? So I remember when I was playing Secret of Mana when I was little, it just felt like this fucking weird alien world where everything was like mysterious and cool and interesting, and I didn't understand it. And there is no game I am more nostalgic for than Secret of Mana, particularly playing it with my cousin Brian. And I feel like in 2023, Fear and Hunger made me feel like Secret of Mana did when I was like 7. It felt dangerous and real and cool, and just, I feel like a game with absolutely immaculate, fucked up game design, and I love it. I think it beats Secret of Mana. And I think it beats Smash Bros. Ultimate. Smash Bros. Ultimate is like the perfect distillation of a fantastic series. Fear and Hunger just comes out of the shadows and fucking shanks you till you can't feel anything and you're like, what the fuck was that? Which means we are entering uncharted territory. Is Fear and Hunger better than Resident Evil Remake? Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this is a remake. I didn't know. Okay, hang on. This is not the song I thought it was, but it's fucking awesome. Pulse and Anxiety, Fear and Hunger remix from Takizawa. Oh, that's sick. That is really good. Can Fear and Hunger break into the ascension of the Super Beast by beating Devil May Cry 5? And let me fucking tell you, ladies and gentlemen, yes it can. We have a top 30. We have a top 30 for the first time in the history of a new game. Is it better than Bayonetta 2? I think it is. Is it better than Disco Elysium? I think it is. Is it better than Street Fighter Alpha 3? I think it is. Is it better than Tekken 5? Yes. Is it better than Legend of the Mystical Ninja? Yes. Is it better than The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker? Jesus Christ, just... Yes, I think it is. Is it better than Final Fantasy VI? I think it is. I think I just about prefer Fear and Hunger. Is it better than Mass Effect 2? I'm gonna say yes again. The margins are getting slim. These are not dominations, chat. These are hard-fought victories. Is it better than Dead Rising? If it beats Dead Rising, it is in the top 20. You see, I love Fear and Hunger, and like a part of it as well is like Fear and Hunger is the game that started me streaming. Fear and Hunger is the game that like legitimately got me doing this every week and hanging out with you guys every week, and honestly having a fucking great time every single week. I fucking love streaming and I love doing it with you guys, and I don't know I'd be doing this without Fear and Hunger. And like shit like Final Gamer Mode, yeah, I think in how Fear and Hunger has changed my life, it pushes past Dead Rising. Yep, okay. Fear and Hunger is the new number 20, but can it be? If it can be Majora's Mask. Ladies and gentlemen, Fear and Hunger 2, our new 21st game of all time. Give it up for Fear and Hunger 2. Fear and Hunger. That is absolutely insane fucking placements. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh. That was fucking insane. Congratulations to Fear and Hunger 2. The top 20 stands as Majora's Mask, Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, Pokemon Blue, Super Mario World, Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution, Devotion, Red Dead Redemption 2, Lisa the Painful, Super Mario 64, Link to the Past, Yakuza 0, Metal Gear Solid 2, Ocarina of Time, Dark Souls, Undertale, Capcom vs. SNK 2, number 4, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, number 3, Silent Hill 2, number 2, Mother 3, and number 1, Final Fantasy 7. Oh, we did it, guys. We did it. So, we draw the first annual Final Gamer Awards to a close. Okay, guys, look, that's it. I am going to be taking a break from the internet for the next couple of weeks, but I will keep an eye on the channel. As soon as I decide a date when I'm coming back, I will let you guys know, and we'll resume our Friday streams. I think we're going to be streaming a little bit later. We're going to go 2 p.m. EST as opposed to the earlier one. But yeah, and I want to close out this stream, guys, with just fucking thank you so much. My voice is going because I did a lot of shouting, but yeah, look, I really appreciate the shit out of you all. If it's okay with you guys, I'm gonna play the trailer for the merch again, because I fucking love that trailer, and I really appreciate how fucking insanely supported this weird thing that I've started was, and I don't know, it just feels appropriate. Keep an eye out on regular Eyepatch Wolf next week, where we will be debuting something fucking that I think, if you enjoyed this stream, you will enjoy what is coming on regular Eyepatch Wolf next Friday, I do believe. Okay, listen, guys, I love you all, and I'm gonna switch over to this trailer now. And thank you for the subscription, 59. Ooh. Okay, this is me really going. Goodbye, guys. Listen, have a great holidays, and I'll see you in the new year. Enjoy the video tomorrow. Bye-bye. I love you all.